Hello, Michael. Today's question is, there is only one consciousness, one ego, but many dreams? By dream, meaning identification with one specific body and its 5 sheaths. When one dream is over, either by realization, death, or temporarily subsidence, like in deep sleep, are all other dreams over? Does that mean we are all dreaming one dream?
Okay, there are various things that need clarifying. Yes, there is only one consciousness. That one consciousness is not ego. That one consciousness as it is not ego. But ego is not other than that one consciousness. That is, ego is a distorted form of that one consciousness. It's that one consciousness mixed with adjuncts. The nature of the one consciousness as it is to be aware of nothing other than itself. However, when that one consciousness appears as ego, which is a false form of that one consciousness, as ego, we're aware of things other than ourselves. That is, we are the one consciousness. When we remain as we are, we're aware of nothing other than ourselves. When we rise as ego, we become aware of other things. But even when we rise as ego and become aware of other things, what we actually are remains as it actually is. It is never affected at all by the rising of ego. So this again is something very subtle. So yes, there is only one ego, there is only one consciousness, and there is only one ego, but we shouldn't, and that one ego is nothing other than that one consciousness, but that one consciousness is not ego. That is, the snake is just a rope, but the rope is never a snake. So yes, so that's the first part. Then many dreams, yes. Who is the dreamer? The dreamer is ego. Ego will continue dreaming until it is eradicated. It's the nature. Dreaming is the very nature of ego. And then the next thing says in brackets, by dream meaning identification with one specific body and its 5 sheaths. Yes, as ego, whenever we dream ourselves to be a body. That is, we project a body which we experience as I, and through the 5 senses of that body, we project a world. So that identification with one particular body is the nature of any dream. That is, as ego, we always identify. You say one specific body, and well, I don't know whether it was you who wrote this or it may have been someone else, one specific body and its 5 sheaths. That makes it sound like you've got a body and 5 sheaths are its possession. The body is nothing but other than those 5 sheaths. Those 5 sheaths are what constitutes body. That is, we never, though superficially the term body refers to this material form, we never experience this material form without the other 4 sheaths. That is, when we are aware of ourselves as I am this body, it's always a living body. It's never a dead body. So it's mind and life are there. And it's also not a sleeping body, it's an awake body. So along with the mind, the body and the life is the mind, the intellect and the will. So these 5 are always experienced together. We never experience any of them without experiencing all of them. Because we don't experience, though we can distinguish, the body is different, the life is different, the mind is different, the intellect is different, the will is different. We can distinguish them, but we experience them collectively as I. That is, we don't say, my body is sitting here and my tongue is talking and my mind is thinking. We experience the whole thing, the whole package we experience as I. So we say, I am sitting, I am thinking. Is this body thinking? No, it's the mind thinking. But it's all because that is the nature of ego, is to take these as itself. Then the question goes on, when one dream is over, either by realization, death, or temporary subsidence, like in deep sleep, are all dreams over? No. Dreams happen in sequence. That is, but some dreams occur within other dreams. That is, the whole of our present life is a dream. Within this dream, we have so many periods of sleep. And with those periods of sleep are interrupted by dreams which are occurring within this dream. So the dreams we experience when sleeping at night, they are no more or less dreams than our present dream, but they are dreams within a dream. They are sub-dreams, so to speak. But in terms of their reality, they're no less real or more real, they're no more unreal than this present state. Let's put it that way. When one dream is over, are all dreams over? No, that is, every night we experience, we don't know how many dreams, there's at least a few dreams every night. When each one is over, that dream is over. But we return back to this dream that we were dreaming before that dream, because this is a higher level dream in which those are sub-dreams. When this dream, the dream of this life is over, then it's over. And then we start off some other dream of another life like this, in which we'll have dreams within that dream. So it's all dreams within dreams within dreams.
Sorry, Michael, one thing in the question, I think that it means by all dreams, I think the dream of other people's, I mean, like
that's another thing.
Okay, and you're having another dream, and some other people are having another dream at the same time. Collect in that sense, many dreams.
Okay, last night I was dreaming, and I saw many people. Are those people still dreaming? The people we see in our dream are not dreaming. The only one who is dreaming is the dreamer. The one who sees the dream world is the dreamer. If this present world is a dream, as Bhagavan says it is, there are no others. There's only one dreamer who's dreaming all this. So we don't have to worry about when my dream is over, what about all the other, that is in, because there are many different levels of belief to suit different levels of people. So even in Advaita, it is generally said that there are many jivas. But that is according to the Krama Shrishti, the Shrishti Drishti, Shrishti Drishti form of Advaita, the Shrishti explanation of Advaita. According to that, the world was created by Ishvara with his power, combined with the power of Maya, and that created this world. And we are born into this world. There are so many other jivas, and one by one, those jivas get realization. They go off, and the other jivas remain, continuing until their time. And according to that level, they have another belief in Tibetan Buddhism, but that is the bodhisattva belief, the belief that some very advanced souls, they choose not to attain liberation. They choose to come back time again and again to help other souls who are suffering in this dream. That's like saying, I'm not going to stop dreaming because there's so many people in my dream. So I'm going to come back dream after dream to help the people in my dream. So it's okay. It's good at a certain level. I mean, it's a religious belief. To believe in anything other than ourselves. It's either a religious belief or a scientific belief. But in the pure Advaita taught by Bhagavan, we don't have to believe in anything other than ourselves. That is, what is our actual experience? Our actual experience is, I am perceiving, all these things are perceived by me. So there's a subject and there are objects. Whenever this subject appears, that is, whenever I rise as I am so-and-so, as ego, I see so many objects. Whenever I cease rising as this ego, objects disappear and subject disappears along with it.
Including your body, including your body as an object.
Yes, including your body, including the one who takes that body as I. Ego itself disappears in sleep. So because there's no dreamer in dreamless sleep, there's no dream. But as soon as this dreamer pops up his head, he again dreams a dream. And in that dream, he sees so many people. And then he's worried about all these people, how will they attain liberation? When I attain liberation, when I wake up from my dream, will these people also wake up? Or must I come back again and again to help them also to wake up?
So, Michael, in thinking that, for example, when I die, all other people are going to continue in this dream is like Shrishti Drishti Vada.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
exactly.
But so long as we are in this, so long as we are dreaming, this all seems real. So we even if we are ready to accept what Bhagavan taught, but this is all a dream, we don't therefore stop eating. We continue to take care of this body. We continue to, we maybe have to pay, depending on what sort of country you're in, you may have to pay for health insurance, you may have to pay into a pension, all these things. Or we do all these things as if this is all real, as if there's a future. Likewise, in this dream, if you've got a family and you're supposing you've got property, it may be appropriate to write a will to decide which members of your family are to get which share of your property or whatever. That may be appropriate, even though you believe, even though you know this is all just a dream. Just like you take care of this body now by eating food and everything, if you've got a family, you've got certain responsibilities, so you write your will or everything. But for the outward going mind, this is all real. So long as you allow your mind to go outward, behave in this world in an appropriate manner. So we have to take, if we've got a family, we've got responsibility to our family. So we do everything. Maybe we, because nowadays funerals are expensive. You may even take an insurance policy that will pay for your funeral or something, so your family aren't burdened. I mean, I'm just saying these are all hypothetical things, but these are things that many people, it's appropriate for them to do these things, even if they're followers of Bhagavan's teachings. But otherwise, you're just saying, okay, I'll behave in this dream as if it's real, so long as it lasts. But then why should I care about what happens after it? Because nothing's going to happen. It's all going to come to an end. Yes, it's all going to come to an end. Even now, it's all a dream. But we still feel responsibility for our family. We still feel responsibility for our own body. We take so much care of this body. We nourish it with sufficient food. When we go out in the cold, we put on warm coat. When it's raining, we take an umbrella. If it's hot, we go in light clothing. We dress appropriate to the circumstances. But who is doing all this? That is what is taking care of this body? It is the body. That is the instruments of action, body, speech, and mind are themselves a part of this world. So they should act appropriate to, they're on the same level of reality of the world, so they act appropriately.
Yeah. So, Michael, actually, the Shrishti Drishti Vada is actually just an inference of reality. I mean,
yes, there's no,
I see somebody
there's no
died.
Evidence for,
Exactly. Somebody died in my dream. So, okay, they will not be here anymore. So I'm assuming when I die will be the same. They will continue. They will see me as a dead body and everything will remain the same. So it's just an inference of what could happen.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's not a direct experience, of course.
Yeah. That is this Drishti Shrishti Vada that Bhagavan taught us is much simpler than Shrishti Drishti Vada. That is all forms of creation, all concepts of creation. Whether creation as in Genesis or creation, there's so many creation myths in Hinduism also. In every religion there are creation myths. And science has its own creation myths, the Big Bang, or they may say, oh no, we got very good evidence for this, or all this has been mathematically calculated and there's so many measurements and everything. But it's all a belief. because they're all, it is an unverifiable assumption to believe that anything exists independent of our perception of it is something we can never verify. To believe that what we're experiencing now is anything other than a dream is something we can never verify. Because whatever we experience in this state, we could equally well experience in a dream. So there's not even an iota of evidence, of real evidence. It may seem very evident. Oh, of course this world is real, because so many other people see it and everything. Because we don't examine the evidence carefully. If we examine the evidence carefully, we will find it's all invalid evidence, empty evidence.
It's funny how in the light of Bhagavan's teachings, it's like religion and science are always fighting against each other, and it's the same. It's, I mean, it's Srishti Drishtivada in different ways, but
yes.
So it's funny how they converge, no? Exactly. Okay, so Michael, thank you very much.
Wait, there was one other thing. So when one dream is over, okay, are all other dreams? Does that mean we are all dreaming one dream? No, it doesn't mean we're all dreaming one dream. There is only one dreamer. Yes.
That all people, meaning all people are dreaming one dream.
Yes. No person is dreaming. Even the dreamer mistakes itself to be a person. That is, the ego is not a person. Ego is that which takes a person to be I. So Carlos is not seeing this dream. Michael is not seeing this dream. But there is an I that identifies itself with one of the many people in this dream and says, I am dreaming. And because that dreamer takes itself to be a person, it takes every other person to be a dreamer. That is, or to be a perceiver, because it feels I Michael am perceiving this world. So if Michael is perceiving this world, then Carlos must also be perceiving this world, and so must all the other people. But no person is perceiving; it is ego that is perceiving.
Is that the difference between
understand the distinction between?
Or is that the difference between Bhagavan's teachings and solipsism, for example? I believe I'm perceiving this world.
Yes, there are many different understandings of solipsism, but Bhagavan, it would be absurd to say I am the only person, because it's very clear there are 7 billion human persons in this world. And there are so many billions of persons in other animal forms.
Well, wouldn't it be I'm the only aware person?
Yes, that's how solipsism is usually understood. But I am the only person with awareness.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But that is the Bhagavan's teaching goes deeper. No, it is not the person who is perceiving, it is only the awareness. The awareness that is aware of itself as I am this person, that is what is perceiving. The person is, what is a person? The person is just the 5 sheaths. It's a physical form, life, mind, intellect, will. Take away those, there's nothing left. Because the ego doesn't stand without these, so there's nothing left. All these 5 sheaths, according to Bhagavan, are jada. That he says explicitly, in many places he says the body is jada, and he said the body is a form of 5 sheaths. In verse 22 of Uludunapadu, he says all these 5 sheaths, they're jada and asat. Therefore they are not I, because I am satana nanala. They are not I who am sat. Implying I who am sat and chit. And the fact that I am sat and chit, he makes very clear in the next verse, verse 23.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And ego is neither sat chit, nor is it this body. It is some spurious entity that has misappropriated the properties of both. It misappropriated I am from Sat-Chit, and it misappropriates the body, and it misappropriates the body as itself.
But it has to be there, so the body is there. I mean, it's,
yes. There's no body without it.
Exactly, there would be nobody without it. So it's
Without the dreamer, there would be no dream person. But the dream person is not the dreamer. The dream person is not the dreamer, but something that is dreamt.
An object is
so Michael or Carlos is not the dreamer. Michael or Carlos is something that is dreamt.
Dreamt, yeah, exactly. Something seen in the dream. Thank you very Michael, because it's very, very clear the way you explain.
It's very clear because Bhagavan has made it very clear. It's not me who's making it clear.